All right, so today I chose to go through my vinyl collection. So let's go through a couple of the albums. I'm going to just start pulling them out and let's see uh, what kind of memories you have. Okay, so share your memories and let's go. So, what the hell is that? What the hell is that? A piece of oatmeal or something? I don't know. Let's scratch that off there. One of my absolute favorite vocalists. A long, rich history. What a beauty. Look at that. I might actually just frame this. I think this is a beautiful piece of artwork. Just this image right here. What do you think? Without even sharing the name or the initials, you already know who this band is. This is an epic design. This is beautiful. One of my favorite bands also. And what's really cool, now I haven't even looked through these in years. I don't have a turntable anymore. But just finding stuff like this is so cool. Look at that. Remember when you actually filled something out and had to wait that 6 to 8 weeks for it to come back? Now, this is a really cool poster. I mean, I'd frame this for sure. It's beautiful. Really nice. Now, who can forget MTV's one of their original videos? Oh man, and who didn't have a crush on Annie's blue eyes? How explosive! Now I've just been listening to this from a guy named Audio Phil on YouTube, Audio Phil, and he's got two versions, two recordings. Oh man, he's awesome, 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 wonderful, very rich recordings. This is another one that I totally forgot I had. I will forever be a Bee Gees fan. Forever. Some great artwork. That's what makes albums so desirable because we get to see the artwork, the imagery. And, I was talking to a friend the other day that when you pull a piece of vinyl out of the sleeve, it's a ritual, man. It's a ritual. So I'm not a huge Billy Idol or Billy Joel fan, but I'm sure, I mean, there's definite songs that I enjoy. There's no doubt. But I think this one here, I think it's time to pass this one forward. Honestly, I don't know much about George Harrison other than his radio songs from the early 70s and what was it, the late 80s when he was doing some contemporary work. But this is beautiful artwork. I mean, the photographer really captures the essence of this performer, this artist. I do appreciate his music. I do appreciate his talent. I just honestly do not know a lot of his work. Now, what is going on here? This is some kind of fold here. I got to pull this out. I'm not going to mess with it. This one I'm going to keep. I'm going to keep this one for a while. I believe this one's probably worth some money to somebody, and I think I'll just hold on to it, this one. But I am thinning out my stuff, my albums. Okay, so this is a Fleetwood Mac album, $3 was the original purchase price. When is this from? I believe it's before Lindsay and Stevie. Let's take a look. Yes, before Lindsay and Stevie. Now this here, it doesn't have the album. I probably got it with, in a lot, and probably the the vinyl was scratched or removed or whatever. This is a nice piece to frame also for somebody that's a Fleetwood Mac fan. Yeah. A lot of times what I do is I go onto YouTube and I look up the songs because I'm not familiar with a lot of songs. There's just way too many songs out there, way too much music to know everything. It's impossible. So when I get curious and I have time, I will YouTube some songs. Now, this is a band that we're all very familiar with. Although when I first got this lot, I totally overlooked this. Like I didn't even realize who I was looking at here. But I believe this is a Rolling Stones album. Oh no, I'm grossly mistaken. Iconic artwork there, this logo here. Wow, I didn't realize I had a Led Zeppelin album. Is this Led Zeppelin? It has to be, right? I know some of Led Zeppelin's work, but I'm not, a huge fan of theirs. So I don't know a lot of their history, a lot of their music, their collection, everything. So, share your information, share your history with this, Um, I'd have to completely go looking for the songs on this album because I'm not familiar. Carole King, one of the greatest songwriters of our time. This looks like it's still sealed, actually. Is it sealed? Yeah, I think this one's never been opened. Or it was resealed. It's possible it was resealed. But it looks like it's in good condition. Another Fleetwood Mac album. Once again, I don't know anything about this album. Let's see. Does it have a year on it? I don't see it. But, you know, it's easy to find out. Three Dog Night. I grew up with them as a small kid, 5 years old. I think I probably was, no, probably by 1970, I was probably listening to their songs on the radio. This one is just the artwork. This is beautiful. Look at this nice piece. Wow. Three Dog Night. It's a cardboard poster. Look at little Yosemite Sam down there. This is nice to frame. This is a beautiful piece to frame right here. Yeah, this is a beautiful piece to frame. Sir Elton John. Love his vocals. Absolutely love his vocals. This is really nice. This is a nice piece of artwork here. What the heck is this shit in here? Little seeds of some sort? I don't know. It almost looks like little tiny eyeballs. This would be another piece that if the album's no good, to frame it. So the Elton John record here looks dirty. Might have some kind of adhesive on it, but it might be able to get cleaned up. So this one might be actually pretty good still, but I don't know. I'm not an expert. Okay. But like I said, the artwork is really nice to be framed. And I just noticed something. This lifts up. So this might actually be a poster right here. Oh no, it's a booklet. It's a booklet. Wow, this is really nice. Look at this. Interesting. Wow, check that out. It tells you the music information. This is pretty cool. I hadn't really explored any of this stuff. Sometimes I've collected stuff and I just didn't have the time to check this out. But I've probably had this album for close to 20 years now, 15 to 20. And I might not even look at it again for another year or two. So, if somebody finds something that you're interested in, send me a message, okay? Give me a call. If you want it, let me know. Oh, wow. Check it out. I might have another 2 or 3 Elton albums here. We'll have to take a look. Like I said, I have not gone through these in a long time. Oh, this has got an interesting little closure here. I'm not going to bother with this one. It's just too much, and I don't really have the time right now to go through all these too extensively, too deeply. So let's continue. Now, if any of you guys know me, I love Cher. Absolutely love Cher. I think she's a phenomenal performer. I think her presence is iconic, unforgettable. I haven't always been a fan of hers, But I do appreciate her. I definitely appreciate her. And this is a nice piece of artwork that I would probably frame this one. However, my house is so small that I cannot frame everything, you know? So what I really need to do is have like a frame that I can easily change in and out so that I could change the decor. But this is a really cool piece right here. I like this. I like the color. This kind of aqua green, aqua blue. My floors used to be painted this color. This is a album up for, oh, this is another Cher album. Yeah, I can see the C and the R here. Yep, this is another Cher album. So let's see. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'll save these. I'll save Cher for a while. She's one of the last major concerts that I've been to. Epic. I think I was in the fourth or seventh row, maybe something like that. It was pretty close up front, and it was probably around 2000 or 2001. Okay, so here's the Rolling Stone albums that I have here. This is a fun cover here. Yeah, this is fun. I mean, this is something that I would love to frame and have on the wall because it's just, I mean, you just get lost in the artwork. Their Satanic Majesty's Request. I think that's what that says there. Another Rolling Stones album. This is another beauty. Oh man, you just don't get this from YouTube, you know, or Spotify or anything like that. Oh, this is nice. Ooh, wow. Yeah. Oh, very nice. I like. Wow, this is nice too. Great image of performers here. Check this out here. Wow, this is nice. I will probably pull this one out and photograph this one closer. I know a lot of folks are pretty cultish about the B-52s. I remember back in the 80s, a lot of folks really loved the B-52s. Never got into them, but I need to listen to them because your tastes change as you grow up. But I got a feeling this ain't going to change much. Here's The Cure. I do appreciate them. I do appreciate their style. Awesome. They've been around forever. Yeah, we'll keep this one too. Don't have to say much about this one. Jim Croce, probably one of my all-time favorite uh, lyricists, kind of folksy, pop, rocky, trucker music. Great photos, man. Absolutely great photos. Yeah, this is probably one of my favorite albums right here. Yeah, this is definitely one. If it's not in good condition, it would be a nice one to frame. Here's Classic Yes, no album. So for somebody that's a fan, be nice to pin up on the wall, bulletin board, frame it, whatever. Now this one here, I have another 2 or 3 Santana albums. And this one here is probably, it's got a potential to be worth something, you know, especially if it's not something that was pressed, you know, into the millions or something like that. And it depends on the age and then the quality of the vinyl and the sleeve and everything. Let's take a look. It doesn't look too bad actually. No, there's no scratches. It's some dirt. Just needs to be cleaned. Yeah, let's make sure it's the right album though. Done that before. Thought I had a really good album, and it turned out to be some kind of Christmas album from like the Chipmunks or something. So yeah, we'll listen to this one on YouTube, and then we'll save this one too. In fact, I might actually frame this and put it into my Latin section here on the wall. So then I got a 45, and it's Yes. So it's the same album as the big one there. That's no record in it, but it's just the 45 in here. I love the Atlantic logo. Nice logo. So this album, the Led Zeppelin album, In Through the Outdoor, is in good condition. The vinyl's nice. Sleeve is nice. Cover's nice.